Hello, campers! Sydney here, voice of your mealtime announcements, nursing duties, and now, thanks to what I can only assume was a summoning circle with lots of batting, a marketable plushie. Dastardly move, camp overwear. Well, it wouldn't be the first time my likeness was used for nefarious transformative rituals. But this one just so happens to be very soft and considered cute. Progress, yes. Indeed, I've been instilled into a small, huggable object, complete with tiny mushrooms, kind eyes, and limbs suitable for gentle tossing, cuddling, or emotional projection. If you'd like to support my continued evolution into 3 dimensions, arguably an upgrade, you can sign the petition to bring Plush Sydney to life. Not life, just the plush kind. No necromancy involved. Probably. Anyway, I'm flattered. A little concerned, but mostly flattered. Sign up today for your very own marketable Sydney. The link is in the description. Enjoy today's episode.
So you get like intellectual, social, and career development that look completely adult, and then at home or in their intimate relationships, you can see that their development has been arrested. It's stopped at a certain point, and they don't have the same emotional maturity as a person whose lines of development were in sync and continued into adulthood.
Blue Wolf and Friends presents Camp Here and There. Episode 42, Day of the Insecure.
Right. No, I understand. This is a serious matter, the severity. What exactly did they find? I see. And there's no way to... Of course. Yes, I'll handle it from here. Keep me updated. Thank you for calling.
The woman slumps into her chair. Her long hands fold together, elbows resting on her desk as she stares forward. Her tall, thin frame hunches over. A single bead of sweat trickles down her temple, tracing a glistening path along the deep creases of her scowl before disappearing into the pulled hair at the nape of her neck. She takes a shuddering breath. The floral pattern of her collared shirt wilts under the red glare of sunrise.
Good morning, campers. The time is 8:64 a.m. and the sky has rested into a burning teal, mingling with the scarlet expanse from the crack of dawn. I know you're all excited for another day of rousing camp activities, but I have some important news to share, my fungi friends. Last night, Jedediah was... well... he had to go away for a little while. The beefers, the beef officers, they found some things in his office that they needed to ask him about. So he's had to take a little trip to visit the friendly folks at the Bureau of Eldritch and Esoteric Findings, or BEEF, too. Now, I don't want you to worry. Jedediah is going to be just fine. He's one tough cookie, right? But while he's away, I'll need to step back to help Lucille. She's going to be lonely without her son around, you know? But don't you fret, I've asked Yvonne and Joshua, two of our most esteemed and capable counselors, to take over the announcements and nursing today. They'll keep you updated on all the important happenings around camp. I know it's a bit of a change, not having me here to guide you through the day with my charming reporter drollery, but I promise I'll be back before you know it. In the meantime, I need you all to be on your best behavior for the cabin silkworm leaders. Show them the same respect and attentiveness you'd show me or Jedediah. Though if you show Joshua a little less than respect, I won't complain. Or he's only paired along because Yvonne wouldn't do it without him. I know change can be scary, kids. Believe me, I've experienced my fair share of transformations. But we'll get through this together, like a colony of cordyceps sprouting from the same host. We're a family here at Camp Here and There, bound by something deeper than mere flesh and bone, and family looks out for each other. So let's rally around Yvonne and Joshua, and make sure they feel supported as they step into these new roles. I'll miss you all terribly while I'm away, but I know you'll thrive under Yvonne's nursing ship. They've got some really exciting activities planned for you. Trust me, you won't even have time to miss me. In the meantime, let's focus on making the most of our day. The schedule is packed with all sorts of fun activities. First up, we have the Discourse Course, where campers are paired up to engage in international debate topics relevant to our current-day politicians, such as, do cursed artifacts deserve healthcare? Should trees be allowed to vote? Or, if a demon runs a business, is it capitalism or a summoning ritual? Here's something I would love to know. Is friendship just a long-term mutual prank? Well, I can't wait to find out how you kids solve the world's problems. Rowan plans to start something called Shovel Club this morning. And for the more introverted campers, we have an hour of quiet time in the auditory enrichment enclosure. You must remain absolutely silent while in the enclosure, to be respectful towards those easily overwhelmed by noise and chatter, of course. The auditory enrichment enclosure sports a smorgasbord of wondrous clashing cymbals, static radios, interpretive party crackers, and one single crow. We had to remove the second crow after we got complaints that it was, quote, too disruptive to campers looking for peace and quiet. For breakfast, Matthew has prepared reverse soup. Instead of liquid with solid bits, it's a solid with a wet orb. All right, my little spore puffs, I'm off to tend to the... Lucille. Keep your chins up and your third eyes open. And always remember, at Camp Here and There, anything is possible. Except a decent cell phone signal. And if you need me... Not today, sorry. Lucille, open up, please. Lucille! Lucille, please.
Go away.
Come on.
Through the thin gap between the door and frame, the boy catches a glimmer of the woman's eye. In the slender beam of sunlight that slices through the dusty air of the hallway, the boy sees something in the woman's gaze he would have never witnessed before. Terror.
What do you want, boy?
I need to know what's happening with Jedediah.
I don't know anything.
Wait, talk to me, Lucille. What did they find?
Don't record me.
Tell me what they found.
It's nothing for you to concern yourself with.
Lucille, I'm 25. Fairy market stuff, right?
Ether quartz.
The hell does he need ether quartz for?
Watch your tone.
Sorry.
The woman was pacing behind her desk. The boy has undoubtedly seen her act like this, unkempt and nervous, very few times in his life.
What does he need it for? What does he need it for? I don't know. You think I know anything about what that twit gets up to?
As we know, she is lying.
But at this point, I'd rather he travel off again to hell knows where for the year instead of bringing the attention here.
Right.
Working on that stupid project and getting us in trouble. Why, I have half a mind. Hey, I told you to stop recording me.
It's not recording.
You know you can't trust anything that takes sound. Oh, I want you to stay out of it, Sydney.
But
That's an order.
He's my lover. Don't I get some sort of spousal privileges?
You are not married.
We may as well be, right?
Stop talking back to me. I feed you, I house you, I clothe you, and what I say goes.
I reiterate that I am an adult.
Sydney, you know that I care about you.
Yes.
So, do me a favor and leave it, will you? If you involve yourself, you risk getting hurt or taken as collateral or interrogated or even tortured. And I don't want to see you in custody, even if you had nothing to do with it. My frail little heart couldn't take it, Sydney. I've already got to worry about my son. Don't make me worry about you too. I'll handle it.
Okay. How?
I have my connections. Now, get out!
Salutations, children! 'Tis I, your favorite counselor, Yvonne. And I've got my own notes this time. Ayo, ayo, ayo! Quiet down, nitwit.
Sorry. How's this?
I hope you die.
Then who would act as your magnificently muscular sidekick?
Totally.
And be the paradigm of male confidence for the children.
He has the hiccups from chugging Matthew's warm orb.
It's not that bad.
You're going to be the first person ever to die from hiccups. They're gonna write a paper about you.
Why the hell would you say that? You're sick. Besides, this is nothing compared to when you downed that bottle of Fireball last month.
Dude.
10 seconds was an impressive new record.
Microphone again, Joshua.
Sorry. But she was puking up a storm, kids.
Dude!
It's pretty funny. Like a Technicolor fire hydrant.
Can't we at least try to maintain a veneer of age-appropriate conversation? Right. Well, let's see how well of a Sydney I can do. Good afternoon, camp here and there. The time is currently 42 o'clock, and the sky is a delightful shade of chartreuse with just a hint of malicious magenta. Remember to wear your sunscreen today, as the UV index is sitting at a solid yeesh! Today's activities will include a howling contest, the bug census, and a thrilling game of competitive napping. Something about falling asleep forever and meeting an existential death. As always, have a supercalifragilistic day!
Pretty good. You missed the part where he reminisces about his childhood.
Oh, yeah. This reminds me of when my neglectful parental figure hurt me in some catastrophic way, causing a wound on my soul which shan't ever be recovered. What positively wonderful memories, huh, children? How's that?
Accurate.
Oh, and a last quick announcement. If anyone finds Sydney's dignity lying around camp, please return it to the lost and found. Poor thing must be lost without Jedediah to follow around like a lovesick puppy.
That's mean.
Yeah,
Chill, dude.
whatever.
He's been crying in his office all morning.
Okay, and?
So, lay off a little?
Fine. Wait, I forgot. Do not approach the ice cream truck which drove in at the edge of camp about half an hour ago. We know you all love ice cream, but it's Lucille's business. She's told us all to stay as far away as possible. Got it? Good. Joshua will be administering afternoon meds in the mess hall, and if you need and if you need anything, you can come to me. I've been trying to lockpick Sydney's candy drawer. Why does he even lock it?
Probably to keep the campers out of it? It's a secret, right?
That's just what he wants you to think.
Yeah, okay.
Well. If it ain't the man of the hour himself, Jedediah. How's it hanging, kid?
More like, how's he hanging himself out to dry, eh, Tony? This guy's in some deep marinara, if you catch my drift.
Hey guys, I appreciate you coming down here, but I really don't think...
You don't think. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, Einstein. You trying to get pinched or something?
No, it's not like that. I didn't mean to cause trouble.
No, he didn't mean to cause any trouble, he says. Well, gee whiz, why didn't you say so? I'm sure the Beef Boys will understand when you explain it to them like that.
Oh, they'll let him off with just a slap on the wrist and a stern talking to, huh, Tony?
Undoubtedly, Tony.
I had a permit. It was all perfectly legal, I swear.
A permit? Well, excuse me, Mr. Bigwig.
Mr. Head Honcho.
Mr. Big Cheese.
Mr. Cream of the Crop.
Mr. Top Dog.
Mr. Big Kahuna.
Mr. Very influential person in charge. Listen, I didn't realize we were in the presence of royalty here.
I had a permit.
I take a bow to you, sire. Oh.
Oh, listen, pal. If you had a permit, you wouldn't be sitting pretty in this here holding cell, the beach.
There has to be some mistake. I followed all the proper channels.
Proper channels.
As if.
You mean the ones you dug yourself. You look like the type to enjoy a bit of hole digging, if you know what I mean.
With those scrawny arms, couldn't even lift a shovel.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm quite capable of manual labor. Sometimes.
Seriously, kid, what were you thinking, getting mixed up in all this?
I wasn't mixed up in anything. It was for a legitimate project.
You hear that, Tony?
Yeah, those Beef Boys love a good science fair, don't they, kid?
It's not... If you just let me explain...
Explain what? You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
We told you to be careful.
End of story.
It was an unfortunate error on my part.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can you help, Tony? And other Tony?
Hey, you quack.
That's Mr. Tony to you.
Yeah. Show some respect.
That's right.
Tony?
Yeah, Tony?
I felt a bit talked over just there.
No, I'm sorry, Tony. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please, go on.
No, it's fine, Tony. I just felt like maybe I wasn't being heard, you know? Like my perspective wasn't being valued.
I apologize, Tony. That wasn't very considerate of me.
Well, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that, Tony. I appreciate your apology. It's important to me that I feel heard in this partnership.
I completely understand. Effective communication is a two-way street, and it's important that we both feel understood and respected.
Exactly.
You damn right.
I appreciate you acknowledging that, Tony. I'm glad we can have these open, honest conversations. It strengthens the bond between us when we can express our feelings openly and respectfully, you know what I mean?
No, of course. Your feelings are valid, and I want to make sure we maintain a healthy dialogue. Is there anything else you wanted to express, Tony?
Well, I guess I just wanted to say that sometimes I feel like I'm playing second fiddle, you know, Tony? Like I'm not as important or as funny as you.
Oh, Tony. I had no idea you felt that way. I'm sorry if I've ever made you feel overshadowed. You bring so much to our duo. Your wit, your charm, hey, your impeccable fashion sense.
Oh, shucks, Tony. You really mean that?
Every word, paisano. We're a team, true and true.
That really means a lot. I guess I just need a little validation, you know?
Oh, hey, we all need a little validation from time to time. It's part of being human.
You got that right, you big lug. What do you say we hug it out, huh?
Bring it in, you big galoot.
I love you, man.
Oh, I love you too, you Goomba. I love you too.
Look at us, a couple of regular Dr. Phils, huh? I do feel much better now that we've addressed this minor conflict in our partnership.
Hey, as do I, Tony. It's not always easy to confront these issues head on, but it's necessary for growth, both as individuals and as a marriage.
Are you quite done?
Shut up, you quack!
We ain't doing this for you.
Or your hag ma neither.
We's doing it for that sweetie pie you keep trapped in your cellar.
He's not in a cellar.
Shut up!
Good evening, campers. I return, and so does Jedediah. Everyone say, welcome back, Mr. Martin. What a day. So, Lucille, in her infinite wisdom and abundant Rolodex of contacts, decided to call upon the dynamic duo we all know and love. With scuffed overalls and scruffy mustaches, the two men came to rescue our beloved nursing assistant from the clutches of the Beef Brigade. Now, I don't know much about these burly Tony fellas, but from what I've gleaned through the grapevine, and by grapevine I mean eavesdropping on Lucille's phone calls through her office door, they're some sort of eccentric problem solvers, career diverse philanthropists, fixers, psionic vaudeville act. It's hard to say. Anyway, Lucille gets on the horn and rings up these Tonys, right? And apparently they owe her a favor or 12, something about a poker game in Reno and a mishap with a floating deck of cards, but I digress. So the Tony men roll up to the beef holding facility in their little ice cream truck, because I suppose these fine fellows have now ventured into dairy entrepreneurship, which, sidebar, is pretty genius if you ask me. No one ever suspects the ice cream men. And they just waddle right in. From what Jedediah told me, there was some sort of elaborate distraction involving a choreographed soft shoe routine and a mesmerizing display of prestidigitation. The guards were so entranced by the Tonys' performance that they didn't even notice when one of them slipped away to spring Jedediah from his holding cell. But here's the kicker. Apparently the Tonys didn't just bust Jedediah out. No, that would not fix anything. They also somehow managed to erase all memory of Jedediah's arrest from the minds of the beef officers. Poof! Gone! Like it never even happened. But so I suppose the dance routine in pretty colors was just for fun. I mean, can you imagine the kind of skill that takes? And the fact they managed to pull it off while wearing those snazzy matching bow ties is just... mwah! Incredible. So, Jedediah is back at camp, free as a bird, and Beef is none the wiser. It's like the whole thing was just a fever dream. A really weird, unsettling fever dream. I may be talking too much. Don't repeat any of this, children. You know what they say, campers? A little deus ex machina never hurt anyone, as long as there are no lasting consequences on our interpersonal lives. It's like it never even happened, right? No burden to worry about, no change in perspective. Positively unsatisfying. But that's the thing about these deus ex machina moments, you know? It's like the universe just reaches down and fixes everything with a snap of its fingers. No consequences, no fallout, just a neat little bow tied on top of the problem. Much like the ones tied around Mr. Tony's necks. Reminds me of that old joke. You know the one. A man falls off a cliff, but halfway down he grabs onto a branch. He's hanging there, no way up, no way down, so he starts praying. "God, please help me," he cries, and suddenly a booming voice echoes from the heavens through a glorious ray of light. "Let go of the branch, my son, and let I, your father, catch you." The man thinks for a moment, looks up, and shouts back, "Is there anyone else up there?" Get it? It's funny because it's true. Memo from Rowan. Shovel Club will be meeting again tomorrow at dawn. Tonight's activity is... oh boy. Bingo! Go now! Go bingo! Go bingo! Go, go! Go bingo! Go! Go bingo! I don't know if we'll ever find bingo again. For dinner, we have boiled moss scraped from the south side of the forest trees, a vegan-friendly meal with a classic rubbery texture. Eat scrumptiously, my little hamsters. But I didn't do anything!
I'm letting you get too close. You're talking too much. Fuck! I got too careless. I should have never...
At this, he looks at the boy.
Never what?
He looks away.
You always do this. You ramble on about our problems to an audience, and I know it's because you're bored or lonely or whatever, but Sydney, it isn't cute anymore.
That's not fair.
I can't afford your sanguine solipsism.
I've been careful.
Not careful enough. How did Soren know?
I don't know. Believe me, please.
The man grabs his head. He sits still for some time.
I'm sorry I yelled.
It's okay. Did Lucille get that angry at you?
You have to know when to hush up.
The other court shit was your fault, Jeddy.
The man is trembling as he holds his head.
Yes, it was. I got careless. I've been careless. And part of that is I've let you learn far too much. You wouldn't be involving yourself if... You should have never known about... You would have been safer if...
How did I die? Ow.
Don't linger on that.
I deserve to know, don't I?
Doesn't matter what you deserve. Jesus!
That's cruel.
It's...
The man sits up, but does not look at the boy, instead staring at the wall. The boy observes the man's dark eyes glittering wet in the half-light.
It is cruel. You have to level with me here. You know I can't risk telling you, but even if I could, I don't think I could bear to look at you again.
The boy's stare is unwavering.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It's all I have the courage to say. I'm sorry, Sydney. I'm terrible, I know.
Okay.
But please just shut up about your state, your affairs, And if you see someone you don't know, hide.
You promised to lay off.
That was before I realized how foolish a promise it was. Listen, I want to help you feel better. How about we play a game, yeah? I'll go grab... Hey, what about those creature battling cards we both like? I think I came up with the optimal build for the meta. Hold on.
The boy watches him go with a quivering lip. With a trembling hand, the boy yanks open the top drawer of his desk. The old wood aches in protest as he rummages through the clutter. Pens, paper clips, a stray button, and there, glinting in the fading lamplight, sits a knife. Its blade is slim and sharp, the lacquered handle worn smooth from a life of menial use. He draws it out slowly, with purpose, and tilts the blade to watch the play of shadows across its mirrored surface. He catches the flush red of his lips, the dilation of his pupils, full of life, full of wrong, artificial, pathetic, anhedonic life. It seems as if only for a moment, he hesitates. The terrible creature's words of therapy no doubt swallow his mind. To be devoured, fully and without judgment, is a necessary act responsible of the dead, to leaven his blood. Is this what he has become? A beast sustained by the very thing which repulses him? Could he cure the sickness pushing his heart to beat, if he were to be sweetly tasted? To give as he has been given, if only for a moment. How he longs to be gnashed up in the maw of something that understands. Not with compassion, but with appetite. Something that does not ask him to explain, only to provide himself freely as a final indulgence. No answers, no redemption. Just the soft, wet silence of being wanted, wholly, hungrily, and without hesitation. He presses the edge of the blade to his palm, just stiff enough to feel a bite against his skin. Just one quick slice, collect an offering to be devoured, and perhaps the sickening churn of his stomach would settle. Perhaps the cold ache in his bones would thaw. Instead, with a shuddering breath, the boy quickly tosses the knife back into the drawer.
Welcome back, Jedi. Today's episode of Camp Here and There was written and directed by Blue Wolf. The role of Sydney Sargent was performed by Blue Wolf. The role of Jedediah Martin was performed by Voicebox Vance. The role of Lucille Bertuccelli was performed by Susan Duhan. The role of Yvonne Marley was performed by Emily Safko. The role of Joshua McKeith was performed by Ty Coker. The role of Tony 1 was performed by Tom Antonelli. The role of Tony 2 was performed by Heath Martin. With original music composed by Will Wood and produced by Jonathan Maisto. Additional music composed by Kyle Gabler and Another You. Dialogue editing by Emily Safko. Sound design by Blue Wolf and Another You. And a special thanks to patrons for making this possible. Special thanks to August Yuri, Ragtime, Library Ghosts, and Marie Fernandez. To join them and to get behind-the-scenes content like bloopers, development notes, early access to episodes, interactive events, and more, visit the Patreon at patreon.com/bluewolf. You can also join the official Discord server to connect with fellow listeners and discuss the latest episode. Find the link in the description of today's episode. And finally, if you'd like to support the show and ensure we can keep going, the most meaningful thing you can do is to help spread the word. Thank you for listening to Camp Here and There. And remember,